Welcome back, horse lovers. So today is a different kind of vlog video. We think Philippe has something, a tendon tore or something is wrong, because a couple of days ago when we got on him, his feet almost gave out underneath him. And so I know the lighting is not that great. It's very, very dark, very, very gloomy outside. And today, because he's been on stall rest for a couple of days now, the vet comes out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to check on him. And he seems just very wobbly in his back left leg. So very concerned. But you know, we're doing some groundwork with him right now, just getting him out and walking him is what Sophia is doing. Just to get him some exercise, because he's been cooped up in his stall for the last couple of days. I didn't know how he was going to react to going over poles that we got going on. These were already here before we walked in. I also got him some ankle supports. These go on the back leg especially. Is he going number 2? Oh, okay. Okay, anyway, and stuff like that. So, but he's doing really well over these things, because you know, some horses can freak out, especially if they think then their retirement, stuff like that. So let's go and see how he does. First, I'm going to show you the video that I discovered where he looked lame, his foot was almost turning in on him, and then I'll show you what it currently looks like. Okay, so this is how his ground is currently looking. I've asked her, see, you can barely see it. So even though his body language is very relaxed right now and all that, he doesn't appear to be in immediate pain even when I palpitate it. But just for precautionary measures, I still have the vet coming out tomorrow morning. As you can hear, it is pouring down rain in the thing right now. I know the lighting sucks. He's stopped. No? It's the rain. Yeah, it's the sound of the rain pouring. So our trainer actually came in and looked at him, because she was already here doing her nightly chores, and she's like, he looks worse in the right than the left, because the left leg seems to be taking on more, so it might be that. I was like, oh, that's not a bad observation, but you know, he's looking decent. Because he's been in his stall the last couple of days, I just wanted to take him out, get him some exercise, even though it is a crappy day out today. Booty, booty, booty. Yeah. Oh, pretty boy.
I really want to brush his mane and parade it.
Yeah. Well, on another day when it's not so gloomy.
Softest footing as you can to kind of protect those fronts.
Okay. Oh, honey. Hey, horse lovers. Welcome back to the Sophia Show. Today's video is going to be an update on Philippe and what he's been going through the past 8 hours versus the past week. So about 8 hours ago, he received injections on his hocks here, because I discovered that he was kind of sidestepping weird, and Mom Gut was just screaming that he needed to be seen by the vet, and I was correct. So it turns out he had a lot of fluid around his joints and stuff here, especially up on this leg, which I was correct about. And if I had to guess, probably about 4 to 5 ounces of fluid came out of just of these 2 joints alone. So to say he was inflamed is an understatement. So he is actually on stall rest for the next 5 days, but we are allowed to take him out tomorrow to get him some exercise for 20 to 30 minutes. After that, he has to come back in his stall and stay for 5 days. So on Monday, he will be free to join the rest of the herd once again. But I'll insert a video somewhere in here showing how he was just with the drool and everything. But you could see immediately when he walked back to his stall, because he is actually only 2 stalls in from the main field versus all the way down on the other end where we had to take him for those injections. him just walking back, even with the sedation meds, was a complete difference on him just in those 10 minutes after he had them done. And it's been quite, you can see the relief in his eyes, in other words. So when the vet started to do her initial, I don't want this right now. When the vet started to do her initial exercises and palpations and stuff with him, she noticed he was really sore up in here and especially behind here. Now, I did not videotape any of that because I feel like that is a very private matter that not everybody really needs to see and stuff like that. But that doesn't negate the fact that I just didn't feel like it was appropriate to videotape and put on the internet. Anyway, so with that being said, with him being so sore and just lameness, like you could see it from maybe a mile away, but when you spend as much time with your horse as you're supposed to, I could just tell. Sorry, his new neighbor keeps kicking the stall next to me. Anyway, so I just wanted to, when they started to lunge him on our lunge line, trying to get him to trot, canter, hell, even gallop, she noticed that we had to try and pinpoint where he was feeling bad at, because from here back he was feeling it, but we just couldn't figure out where. So that's why we did all the tests and stuff on him, and she was doing exercises with him, to the stretch and release exercises, and then using the, it's not really a whip in the way some of y'all might be thinking. It's just something to like get them up, get them going so they could start out doing everything. And it worked. So that, I feel so awkward when I do these. I swear I'll get better at narrating these videos as time goes on. But this is where we are. So between the SI joint and the hocks, and him having edema on his hooves, which happens in horses as they age. Some, in some horses it's more prominent than others. My common knowledge is gypsies, but again, that's just my knowledge of what having it. So I was thinking it was going to be just a one and done thing. We got him medication. I went ahead and told the doctor, I was like, if we're gonna do it, let's just do it. So it took 2 hours altogether, start to finish. They got here at 9, we were done at 10:55 with everything, putting him away, doing the sedation, the whole 9 yards. So it cost a pretty penny, not gonna lie, but given not knowing his state or where he was coming from, they think they know what may have caused it. Is because, if you are new to our channel, Philippe here used to be a cart horse for the Amish, and cart horses know nothing but go, 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 go. There's no slowing down in between. So because he's 19 and a half years old, he started at it when he was 3, roughly, from what I found online, and he's just been go, 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 go for over a decade. Because his body has been able to slow down and play catch up, basically, now all the arthritis, all the inflammation, and whatever else is, and the edema is starting to come to light. Now we're trying to figure out, okay, we started here, now maybe it will take care of the sore SI joints, but we're not totally sure. But that was a good starting point, because he really did have a lot of pain down here, and like I said, you could see it when he was walking back to his stall just a few minutes after they finished the procedure. So I'll be able to sleep tonight very, very well, knowing that while it wasn't pretty on my bank account, will know going into sleeping tonight that he will be in a lot less pain than what he was, and the full effect of it should take about 2 weeks. I swear to God, I'm going to get a microphone for my phone to me, so that way I can talk and you can see me move around the camera, so I'm not just, hey, but I wanted to give an update because your guys' support helps us to help him. Are we monetized on this? Of course not. We're millions of views and thousands of subscribers off. So if you know anybody looking for a brand new newbie to YouTube, I'm not new to YouTube, but new to the horse world and stuff like that, please smash the like and subscribe button, and the shorts is where it's at for us. I don't really know of anybody that watches the longer videos like this, but I do like doing the shorts. And when I'm by myself, I just like doing the long videos because Sophia's always like, are we done yet? That's okay, boo-boo, I love you, because I know you're gonna watch this later on your other YouTube channel. But compared to where he was at, he is doing extremely, extremely well. So I don't know if he'll be able to, you know what, I don't want to put him through that because he's been through enough today. So I'm just gonna groom him, and I hope you watch. So it's officially been 24 hours since Taz's first set of injections on his hocks, and it's not a huge difference, but it's definitely a difference that I'm gonna let you guys about see. He looks very, very, so much better. And yes, that is ice cream on his on his fly sheet. So this particular procedure was not cheap. It was not cheap in the fact that I have to make monthly payments on it. So if you were thinking about getting a horse, get a young one, okay? Because the older ones cost a little bit more. But I also will say I knew this going into it that these problems would arise in the future. I just didn't know how soon, but the vet thinks because he was so go for majority of his life, and now that his body has finally had time since being with us to play catch up, slow down, and all these things are coming to light, like arthritis, stuff in the hocks, joint inflammation, and things like that of what he had to do. He's going to be costing a little more than a pretty penny in the future, but I'm okay with that because he does get a second chance at life with us. So this is the update that I hope was going to be great. And next, we're just hoping that in these next 2 weeks that his back gets better. So 13 days until I will put him under saddle or even attempt to do bareback with him. So see you guys later. Bye.